Every classroom has an economy of motivation. Teachers know that students do not always work hard simply for the love of math or reading. They are influenced by recognition, by belonging, by curiosity, and sometimes by tangible rewards. For decades, teachers have experimented with systems of points, tokens, and prizes to encourage participation and persistence. Some of these systems have been elaborate, others simple, but all share the same underlying goal: to nudge students toward productive habits and to make learning feel rewarding in the moment. Artificial intelligence has opened a new frontier in this space. With the ability to generate images, text, and designs quickly, teachers now have the tools to create personalized, engaging, and visually appealing reward systems that go far beyond stickers or generic certificates. What once required hours of crafting, printing, or cutting can now be accomplished in minutes. The result is a motivational system that feels fresh, tailored, and connected directly to the identity of the classroom community. Imagine a teacher who wants to encourage perseverance. In the past, she might have written the word perseverance on the board and praised students for showing it. Now, she can use an AI image generator to create a digital perseverance morph card, a colorful superhero-like character that symbolizes grit and determination. Each time a student demonstrates perseverance, they earn a copy of the card, which they can collect, trade, or use as part of a classroom challenge. Suddenly, the abstract value of perseverance becomes a tangible, memorable symbol that students can hold in their hands. Traditional reward systems have often been transactional. Students complete work, they earn a point, they behave, they get a sticker. These systems can work in the short term, but they often fall short of cultivating lasting motivation. AI gives teachers the opportunity to elevate rewards beyond simple transactions. The cards, posters, or tokens created through AI can be infused with narrative. Instead of merely giving a point for good work, a teacher can give a Math Explorer card, complete with artwork of a student venturing into uncharted territory with numbers and symbols swirling around them. When rewards are embedded in story, they speak to deeper aspects of motivation. Students begin to see themselves not just as point collectors, but as characters in a larger narrative. The act of persisting through a tough problem is no longer just a box checked. It is part of an identity they are building. The AI-generated visuals reinforce that identity, making the intangible qualities of persistence, curiosity, or creativity visible and memorable. One of the most powerful aspects of AI is its ability to generate personalized content. A teacher can create reward cards that reflect the unique values of the classroom community. For a group that values collaboration, the teacher might design a team builder card. For a class focused on creativity, a math innovator card might highlight divergent thinking. AI also allows for cultural responsiveness. Instead of relying on generic stock images, teachers can prompt image generators to create visuals that reflect the diversity of their students. A card celebrating leadership can feature imagery drawn from multiple cultural traditions. A perseverance card can take the form of a mythological hero familiar to the students' backgrounds. This inclusivity not only motivates but also fosters belonging, reminding students that the classroom values and reflects who they are. Critics of reward systems often argue that they promote extrinsic rather than intrinsic motivation. If students only work hard for cards or tokens, what happens when the rewards are removed? This is a valid concern and one that teachers must keep in mind. The key is to use AI-created reward systems not as bribes, but as amplifiers of intrinsic values. A Curiosity Quest card should not merely recognize compliance. It should celebrate the very act of being curious. A Resilience Shield should not be a prize for finishing first, but a recognition of sticking with a problem despite frustration. In this way, the reward becomes a symbol of intrinsic qualities, not a substitute for them. Teachers can also design their systems to fade over time. Early in the year, cards might be given frequently to establish habits. As the year progresses, the frequency can decrease, and the emphasis can shift to reflection. Students might collect cards and then journal about how they demonstrated those qualities, linking the external token back to internal growth. AI supports this by making it easy to generate reflection prompts connected to the cards themselves. One engaging way to build community around AI-generated rewards is to run a classroom design contest. Teachers can challenge students to propose new reward cards that reflect values they want to see in their classroom. Using Magic School AI or an image generator, the teacher can then bring those ideas to life. Students vote on their favorites, and the winning cards become part of the official class deck. This process has multiple benefits. Students feel ownership over the system, making it more motivating. They also learn about values in a playful, participatory way. Discussing whether Creativity Champion should be included alongside Problem Solver sparks conversation about what the class values. The design contest transforms motivation from something imposed into something co-created, with AI providing the tools to make it vivid. Consider a 6th grade math class where the teacher introduces the concept of growth mindset through AI-generated cards. Each card represents a trait: perseverance, curiosity, resilience, and collaboration. Students earn cards not for perfect answers, but for demonstrating these traits during problem solving. Over time, the class builds a collective deck of values, reinforcing the idea that success is about habits of mind as much as correct answers. In a high school geometry class, the teacher creates a series of math superpower cards. One highlights spatial reasoning, another logical deduction, another creative problem solving. Students earn these cards during group projects, then use them in playful competitions where teams combine their powers to solve challenges. The cards gamify participation, but they also celebrate the diversity of strengths students bring to math. Even in early elementary, AI-generated visuals can make abstract values concrete. A helper hero card might feature a cartoon character lending a hand, awarded to students who assist peers. A question detective card might celebrate curiosity, awarded to students who ask thoughtful questions. These simple symbols reinforce classroom culture in ways that feel joyful and memorable. While AI makes it easier to create attractive, personalized rewards, the heart of the system is still the teacher. Students know when rewards are empty gestures and when they are authentic. The power of a perseverance morph card is not in its colorful design, but in the moment the teacher presents it, naming the specific effort the student made. AI can provide the visual language, but the teacher provides the meaning. AI allows teachers to move beyond generic rewards into systems that are personal, narrative-driven, and culturally responsive. By creating decks of cards that reflect classroom values, teachers can gamify motivation in ways that feel meaningful rather than mechanical. The challenge is to balance extrinsic incentives with intrinsic growth, ensuring that the token students collect point back to habits and mindsets that matter beyond the classroom. When used thoughtfully, AI-generated rewards transform motivation into storytelling. Students don't just earn points, they earn identities: explorers, innovators, team builders, perseverers. And in collecting those identities, they begin to see themselves differently, not just as learners in a math class, but as characters in an unfolding story of growth.